All right, Chris, you're
Bugs
up.
suck.
Yeah, bugs suck. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, I'm what am I going to talk about today? Okay, let's stick with the Apple stuff. Okay, all Android boys, try not to kill me. What do you get? iPhone 4S. What does everyone think of that one?
It's cool. I mean, it's an upgrade. It's an update. That was awesome, Liam. The little apple just popped on. Yeah, it's a upgraded iPhone. Not super awesome. It's not the iPhone 5. I mean, it's nothing to make me excited, put it that way.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't think a guy needs to stand on a stage and introduce that.
Right. I don't either.
But that's what they do.
Yeah, but they do that for like the 5, for 4S. Just put it on your website and say, new phone, They do that with the MacBooks.
That's not what they do.
They do that with the MacBooks. They do that with the Mac Mini. They do it if it's not a huge remodeling of the thing, they just do it that way.
Yeah, they would never have a thing like this if the MacBook Pro went when it went from the Core 2 Duo to the Core i5, which is probably as big as an upgrade as this is.
Yeah, bigger. I don't know why.
Yeah, I thought that was a burn. I was like, what? That is embarrassing. Not that I'm probably, I'll probably buy it, but that's beyond the point. It's not much of an upgrade, Like, give me a bigger screen. Do something.
I think the biggest upgrade
that
is that
bad.
it's a world phone, and there's one SKU now.
Yeah, whatever.
There isn't a Verizon version, AT&T version. It's just one version. You pick your storage. I think that's really the big story.
I guess so, but you know what? I could see that phone with a couple other releases, maybe, but not on its own. Did they release anything else besides the phone?
No.
An
iPod
Nano
Touch
update.
updated. Yeah, an iPod Nano update, but again, all small stuff, like no drastic redesigns.
That was bad marketing. See, Steve's gone for 1 week.
Ooh.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant he stepped down. 1 month. 1 month.
You know what? They just all. It's just they did it with the 3G to the 3GS, but at that, so everyone's like, but they did it then and it was a success. And it's not that it's not going to be a success. They're still going to sell 20 million iPhones a month. It's still going to be insanely and crazy awesome. But back then when they did that, there wasn't 48 Android phones coming out every week. It was a totally different landscape, and Windows or Apple or the iPhone was the phone. There was nothing else. So they could do that and be like, we're still by far the best. But that's not the case anymore. And it'll be interesting. You know what? I say the ball is in Google's court, because if this Nexus Prime comes out, an ice cream sandwich is similar to what the iPhone just did, where it's just a small thing that's going to happen, then it won't hurt Apple. Everything will be fine. But if ice cream sandwich and this new Nexus Prime comes out and it is a game changer and it's an amazing upgrade, and it doesn't even have to be tons and tons of stuff, but just a few really nice, cool little features, there could be a drastic swing here.
Yeah.
See, I got to disagree with that, and the problem is the manufacturers. So the Motorola's, just all the different manufacturers, they're never gonna. I mean, it's too much fragmentation. Like with Apple, there was only one iPhone, but with Android, which Android phone do you have? And it's like, this one, that one. The UIs, there's no unification on the UI, because everyone's got to throw their freaking, we got Cinch UI and this and that, Moto Blur, all that crap, because everybody wants to get their branding in on it.
But if that was the case, 10 years ago, the OS 10 would have dominated. But it didn't. Windows dominated.
10 years ago, we didn't have...
People branded the hell out of it.
Right, but I mean, 10 years ago, social media and the internet wasn't what they are today. And I think that's a lot of this as well. Because, I mean, that's how people use their phones. They use it as a way to communicate with people without actually having to interact with people.
I see the landscape switching. I have an Android phone and iPhone. I love both of them equally, and I use both of them equally on and off 3 weeks each. I like both of them for different reasons. But what I see is Apple slumping a little. Now we haven't seen iOS 5. Could be really that amazing, but I don't think it will be. It'll be just, or is it revolutionary?
Evolutionary.
Yeah. Evolutionary, thank you. It'll just be a little bit. It won't be huge. But what I see is, so if everything goes through, I heard this on Twit again today. I heard some good stuff today for some reason. Someone was saying, you know what? If Google plays their cards right and they do this correctly, so they bring out the Nexus Prime, it's stock Android, right? Then they'll maybe, and Eric Schmidt said that they will be creating hardware with Motorola, with their new, they own Motorola. They will be creating hardware with Google's, obviously, stock gingerbread on it, with maybe some really light stuff on top of it. But what it's going to do is Motorola and the Samsung Nexus Prime are always going to have now the newest OSs. They're always going to be up to date. So that's going to force companies like Samsung and HTC to update their phones more rapidly, their OS. It's not going to sit. I don't think we're going to see the massive fragmentation anymore. We're not going to see the, half of the people are still on 2.1 when they were at 2.3. I think the manufacturers will have to push out the updates because there'll be the Nexus Prime and all Motorola phones will be updated on a timely basis.
I think you're right. I've forgotten about the whole Motorola acquisition. That'll definitely. They just need to unify it, so it's not like I have a Android phone. I have the Android phone.
All right. Yeah, that would be neat. The Android. I wonder how that would be. All the companies should just team up on Apple. That'd be neat.
That's what they should do. They should go from being the Android to the A phone. We're 7 letters better than the iPhone.
Gonna be
and then just put A in front of everything they make.
Yeah.
If the Nexus Prime is 4.7 inches and a dual core, it's done. It's bought.
That thing is it supposed to be curved? Is it actually going to have a curve to it? The screen?
I think so. Like, I have a Nexus S. I love the curve. I love it. It's so nice.
The Nexus S is curved too? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Nexus S has the curve in it. Screen. It's awesome.
It is. I'm really waiting for that Prime. I want to see what that thing looks like.
The glass is curved, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the back. Okay.
The glass.
No, the glass. You want to see?
We can't see. Your camera's frozen.
It is?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Is it an Apple?
No, it's a Logitech. I'm on Windows.
That's right.
On which hardware platform?
Sandy Bridge.
Let's take a look at that phone.
Oh, there we go. Am I back now?
Yes.
So can you see the curve?
Why do you like it? It's just easier to see.
The curve?
Oh,
it's something with your hand sliding over it. It really does feel different.
Huh.
It's moving your hand over it. I don't know what it is, but the phone in my hand with the bump on the back. So it's got the bump on the back. Can you see that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so holding it like that, and just, I don't know what it is. I mean, I have the iPhone 2 right here, and you definitely right away can tell that it's not curved. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's really weird. Go into a store and try it. It just feels nicer in your hand.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, so it's concave then, right? So it kind of follows the curve of your hand, a cupped hand. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I suppose it makes sense ergonomically. I
mean, I could picture the back being curved or the phone being curved itself, but when the glass is curved, that's kind of funky. That's cool.
It's so little. If you look at it again, it's like the tiniest little amount, and it's mostly at the top and bottom, right? It's very little at the, it's obviously not like, concaved in. It's really a really gradual bit, but I don't care about any of that. That's fine. I think that's a little bit just whatever. But I just want, I used it. What is it? Was it the Galaxy S2 or whatever? And that thing's like a 4.5 inch.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a 4.7.
I'm telling you, I know.
Higher res screen.
I know. I want that.
I had a 5-inch phone in here yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, I saw it.
Dell Streak.
Oh God. What's that thing running? 1.8.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
You can't download this Facebook app because you're not at 1.9 or above.
Oh, yeah. Why even have that out? That was just nuts.
Yeah.
All right, Steve D, you're up.
All right. I guess this is a blog. I don't know. You guys tell me.
BuzzFeed? I don't know what you would call that.
Not BuzzFeed. Not BuzzFeed. It's animalsbeingdicks.com. It's something I kind of rediscovered recently, never brought up on the show, and it's just such a. It was for me. I saw a friend stopped by my shop, and we just sat and I just kept clicking, and we just kept laughing and laughing for probably about 35 minutes straight. It's just
so that guy scared all the little ducks away, and then a mother comes down and attacks him.
Yeah.
Good for her, man.
Yeah, look at that. It's just what it is basically a website. It's fantastic. This website. It's just it's just a series of animated GIFs. It's not even Flash or anything. It's just animated GIFs of animals of just doing dickish things, just doing bad things to each other, to humans.
Pure animal douchery.
Yes, there's just always being.
Oh, that's awesome! I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're loving right now. There's a gorilla who just like picks up a whole like big giant clump of dirt, or well, at least I hope it's dirt, and just heaves it over a fence at people, and then runs away like they're gonna do something.
I love that. That's a great one.
Awesome. Is that and
this poor cat? I can't watch that one anymore. He gets totally spine. Hurt.
This one's cool. This one's entitled Playground Police. And it's basically two cats just attacking each other, rolling around, and then a dog just runs up and just stops the whole thing.
And they like listen to him.
I know, they listen to him. They just stop fighting.
Nice. The camel just totally did not like what that guy was doing to him.
Yeah.
This guy's like smacking his camel, and the camel hits him right in the kneecaps. That guy goes down hard. He broke his leg, man. Look at that thing go flying back.
Yeah.
Damn.
This animal. This camel just basically does that mule kick. Yeah, it's like a mule kick. It just looks like it kills the guy.
What's happening here?
Oh, that's a dog in the background who just decides, I'm not going to walk anymore. I'm just going to let
get dragged.
The guy's dragging his dog around.
I gotta say, I took my cat out on a leash the other day.
Really?
How did that go?
It went fine. You just wait for him to wander around, because he's been darting out the door.
Yeah.
Because he wants to get outside so bad. Like, he'll sit in our windows all day long, and he just sits there, and every time he sees something he wants, he's like...
Yeah. So how did
you know what? I'm gonna get you a leash. We'll take you outside, let you wander around, and so took him outside, walked him down the stairs, and then put the harness on. And he's too fat for the harness. I had to take it all the way wide as it would go. And
you guys like cats way too much. Get a dog.
No.
No, I'm curious about this. And Liam, what? So how did he react? Was he scared?
No, he was cool. He tried to play with the leash too, of course, because it's a string and he's a cat.
And he just walked around and just snooped around,
holding the dirt and stuff.
And then you just walked him back in, and that was it.
Yeah, just chased him up the stairs, went inside.
He got kind of lucky. Some cats will freak out.
Oh, he's so mellow.
Yeah, my cat would freak out.
Some just completely lose their mind.
Yeah.
We've had him outside before, but that's when we had a big old yard, and we're at the apartment now. So I'm like, I don't want you just going out there.
That's why he wants to go out, because he was out before, right?
Well, I mean, we'd take him out every once in a while, let him just wander around the yard, eat some grass and stuff, and bring him in.
Huh.
It was a leash. Like, was it a harness? What was it?
Well, it was like a 5-point harness. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen these harnesses instead of just a collar.
Yeah.
It was around the legs too.
Yeah,
Cool.
they have them for like little dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Liam, you're up.
That's me. Let's see. Here's a site I've been kind of frequenting. That's just it's full of randomly funny stuff. This is a Ferrari that runs out of gas. So what do these guys do? They decide to push it straight into another car and destroy it.
All right.
These make me sad.
Let me pull this up. So we got Izzy Smile, I Smile, and run out of gas Ferrari crash. Oh, it's just a picture or pictures.
Yeah.
So we got a driver Ferrari managed a crash. Ferrari runs out of gas. So the guys had to push it around the town, apparently hurrying to a gas station. All right, so they're pushing the Ferrari, picture number 1, pushing it down the street. Nice Ferrari.
Oh my
Pushing it down the
gosh.
street.
It was.
No.
Oh man,